get some better knowledge. So high-impact journal versus paper, okay? In my view, particularly for authors, researchers, high-impact papers are more important than journal, because in the journal, some papers are not cited at all. For example, your paper is cited 2,000 times. Another paper in another journal was never cited. So then impact factor of their journal is not that important in your case. For example, your paper impact factor of journal is 4, but your paper has been cited 2,000 times. I think your paper 2,000 times citation is more important than the journal impact factor. So these are some of the pros and cons sometimes you need to know. So that's what I say, impact factor of an individual paper is more important than impact factor of journal in some cases. But if somebody is a editor of a journal, impact factor of journal is important for him. Some papers are in a journal are not cited at all. I will give you very specific. That's why I mentioned you. I brought some of the very important analysis and findings. So you can see here, these are very low impact factor journals. I intentionally brought it here, low impact factor, but higher citation. So that's why impact factor sometimes may be immaterial for you, because what is important for us as an author, how many times cited, how many times our papers are used. As you can see here, impact factor is, this is a Q3 journal, impact factor is 1.703, but 1,082 times cited. It is a highly cited paper, I guess. Okay, you see, huge citation, 1,000 plus, but impact factor is low. It is Q3. So why? So my answer is topic is very important. So that one I will tell you in the later subsequent slides. So these are the hidden recipes I'm going to share with you, and it will certainly excite all of you. So second paper, as you can see, it is Q4, impact factor 1.051, but citation is 486. So what is important for you? Definitely citation is important, and why it is cited even though it is Q4, Q3. Sometimes, you know, these are the drawbacks of the journal. Editor, reviewer are not that strong. Sometimes the editor also not an expert in your topic. So he's just with a shadow or minor check, he or she rejected your paper. This sometimes make me unhappy also. But what to do? It is hard to convince them. These are the drawback of scientific publication. So editors, reviewers are not perfect. They are also human beings. So this happens and your good quality paper is rejected. So it breaks your heart. It is good impact factor, but you could not publish. But you managed to publish at the end in Q3 and citation in so and so. So this is again because of the drawbacks of peer review process, the deficiency of reviewers, deficiency of editors. As you know, sometimes maybe you are very strong in your paper, but reviewers are so poor because reviewers are selected, as you know, sometimes you know what happens. So editors, maybe they don't have enough time. They maybe employ someone. They got the reviewer, those who are not qualified. They are not expert like you. So of course they will put some, you know, some wrong comments. I share one of my experience. So recently, one of the reviewer actually personally communicated with us because he is an incompetent reviewer. Okay, incompetent reviewer because he does not have knowledge. So then started to discuss and get some ideas what is actually the content. Okay, again, this is again to share with you because the reviewers are sometimes incompetent. So what we do in our case, that's why we give the strong rebuttal. Okay, in our case, when you see that this reviewer is a weak, we got the weak point, and then that's how we write a strong cover letter to the editor-in-chief also specifically to address that this reviewer is not strong enough. But we do it professionally. Anyway, you see the low impact factor here. So again, I'm coming to this slide. Low impact factors, Q3, Q4, but citations are quite high. So this is again, what is important. That's why the topic is important. So in some of the subsequent slides, I'll be sharing why topic is important. So how to improve your citation skills. So that's why topic is important. So when I started my research, on household appliances. So I did my master's and PhD. I tried during my PhD to change the topics, but as you know, supervisors are superpower. I cannot go against supervisors. So again, yeah, I agree, and I finished my master's and PhD on household appliances. And when I finished my PhD, So then I am free. So I can do work on industrial energy efficiency. I can work on nanomaterials. That's how I change my topics from household appliances to industrial energy, nanomaterials, solar energy. And that's how my citation from 2008, I had citation of 68 only. And now, as you can see, up to today, it is 32,600 plus. Because why? Because I strategize. I did my homework. I also follow the models of Tansri Gaud Jasmond. He brought from visiting all, the top universities all over the world. This is how, and also I did my homework. I saw my colleague where they published. I saw some of the papers has much more citation than me. Then I start to analyze and why their papers are highly cited. Why not my one? Actually, it was in 2018. And I follow their papers. I follow some strong model. And this is the reason also now my citation is, as you can see, this much. Are you okay with me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I move to the sorry.
Yes, Prof.
Now you can see citation comparison. I brought here a very important findings here. You see here the first paper. It is energy conversion and management and published in 2004. How many citations there? 2,740. Second paper on SolMet, solar energy materials and solar cells. These are Q1 impact factor 6 or 7, something like this. And you see the cited 1,632 times. Now you see the science and nature paper. Can you see the science and nature paper? How many citations of the first nature paper? Anyone can answer?
Science 8.
Okay.
0.
803. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, so you have noticed. So it does not mean that you publish a paper in science and nature, it will be cited. There is no guarantee. What is guarantee? If your topic is good, if you design your paper properly, if you write it properly, if you follow some of the guidelines I will give, and certainly that will help you to get your paper cited. Okay, so this is very clear cut that even science papers are not cited. Even nature papers are not cited. So what is important? That one I'm going to share. So this is again motivation for you. Never give up. So you cannot publish in science and nature. Never lose your hope.